Hey all, XR student here. Today I'm going to do a bunch of painting. One time at Michael's I found all of these circles and I thought I would either do wood burnings or mini paintings, and I got inspired to doodle on them, so I figured why not do some acrylic paintings on them and get better at those painting skills. So what inspired me for these pieces were actually old sketches. Sketches from the sketchbook I'm currently in and maybe 1 or 2 years prior sketchbooks. And I just wanted to create cool characters because I feel like I don't really play around with them or make finished pieces. And maybe in the future at a craft sale or some kind of art fair I'd be able to sell these guys if someone's interested. I really loved all of these yellows, blues, and reds. I don't know if I'm into primary colors now or not. I know I like prismatic colors, which are like colors in your face, but for some reason I kept using them over and over again with all of the paintings I did this weekend. These pieces are obviously small and I wanted to add some shading here and there, so I'd usually work with a dark color on the outside and then put the light on the inside. The lady on the left is supposed to be this judicial person, judge for the celestial solar system, and she obviously has hints of the moon and stars, and on her shoulders you have these stars. She's supposed to be this blind judge. This skull dude was actually my favorite that I made, and it was actually my first one. I loved the details, the colors, how he came out, all of the markings on him and his wings. Just so beautiful. The painting that I have on top is actually based off of my last week's video. That sketch that I did of the skull lady with smoke, it didn't turn out as well, but it was still fun to try to replicate this with acrylic paint. I think in the future, if I were to redo it, I would definitely use watercolor again, colored pencils, or digital art. The bottom painting is another variation of the skull moth dude. In this art challenge, I wanted to create a bunch of these, and I really loved this guy's design, and I just wanted to play around with different colors. In the future, I think I want to keep playing around with this dude. I think the things that I did to save the top painting were adding some shading, and then eventually I added some yellow to the skin, which almost made it look see-through, so it was kind of ghosty, and I really loved that effect that you'll see later on. And I think changing the skull color to a different color really helped, as well as the paint markers I used. I think those are the only things that made this piece look like anywhere decent compared to what it was looking like in the beginning of this. bottom painting. I love all the little details. Obviously, the background didn't really stand out, so I played around with this a few times and it didn't work out all of the times, but I think the final color kind of worked out. It's a blue that you'll eventually see, but I do love the blue, light blue details that I'm doing on the wings right here. The left painting is a sun that I've done on a tattoo in the past, like on an orange, and I just really like this smiley, comforting sun. It reminds me of my aunt's sculpture that she had in her kitchen when we were growing up. I don't know if she still has it, but I've always liked the smiling sun and whatnot and wanted to create a simple little painting. I might create more of these because it's really fun to do and wasn't that hard. The painting on the right might look familiar. It is the deer that I did on the shoes, or the boots that I did in a previous video, and I thought it'd be cool to sell it as a mini painting or a mini ornament at a craft fair or on Etsy or something. And I always like this negative space folk arty look, and I think I want to create more. I don't think it's the best, but I enjoy doing it.
In a haze, our love shot off just like a gun. In a day, I see your face on everyone. I'm a blaze.
Since I didn't finish all 16 circles, I decided I'm not going to do any close-up shots, but I am going to show you an overview of what I've created. Next week I'll definitely have all of them finished and close-up shots that are deserved. But in general, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Consider checking out my stuff, checking out my Etsy, all of those good things, and I can't wait to see you next week. Thanks, bye!